Guys, it's me back with another video. Sorry it's been a while, but I've been having a lot of things happening up. They're coming up, and just life in general happening. Nothing too serious, but speaking of life, I wanted to address a pretty serious topic in this video. Um, it's a pretty serious topic in general in life. This will be technically ASMR, but it may not be the best for you to fall asleep to, because, you know, it's a real topic. It's pretty important, I feel. So, anyways, I don't know how many of you have heard of a group on YouTube called Syndigo, but I know this is probably old news, but anyways, I found about them through a really great YouTuber that you may have heard of called Markiplier, who did a skit with them that was quite amazing. And after watching it, I thought it was pretty great, so I checked out the rest of their channel, and I saw a good chunk of their videos, and they're a really awesome group. It's funded by two people mainly, and they make skits, and comedy skits, and music, and vlogs occasionally, and games and stuff. But anyways, so I saw a lot of their videos, and I really enjoyed them. I thought they had an amazing knack for making comedy, and unfortunately, one of the two main people, his name is Daniel Kyer. You can Google that if you haven't heard of him before, if you're interested in more details, but he apparently has been battling with some demons for who knows how long, but he stayed strong for a while, and he continued to inspire a lot of people around him with the work he did, the comedy he created, and the videos he made. But he recently lost his battle with depression. I don't like using the term or wording it like he committed suicide or he killed himself, because that makes it sound like he chose to do it, when realistically depression is a disease just like, you know, diabetes, asthma, cancer, anything like that. And is it is what's responsible for killing people, not people who commit suicide. When that happens, it's not because they were weak, it's not because they chose to do it, it's because they were battling a life-threatening illness for probably years, and it just happens. I mean, you see with cancer, people who have cancer and they'll fight it for a while, but eventually they may die, and it's no different from that. Just because it doesn't affect your physical body, it affects something, in my opinion, that's worse, your brain. I don't need to bring up too many details, but I have struggled with depression in the past. I am beyond that now, but it's quite hard for people who have never had depression before to understand what it's like, how hard it is, how it feels. It's not like a lot of people assume. A lot of people have a lot of misconceptions about depression, where they just think you're always sad, or you just make a big deal about everything. But the truth is, more often than not, you just feel kind of empty. You don't feel anything. You don't feel angry or sad or happy, or you don't have fun doing things you used to love doing. You don't have motivation to do things you used to love doing, because it's just not worth it. It doesn't feel, and it feeds itself. It's kind of like a fire. It just keeps growing and growing, and I'm sorry. We make it worse by choosing to keep it to ourselves and not tell others about it. But it's very hard to overcome. It's not like and nothing against diabetes or asthma or anything like that, and calling them easier, but it's not as simple as simply taking a shot and things get better, because, or, you know, taking medicine and everything goes away, because when I was struggling with it, I took antidepressants, and they worked sometimes they didn't, and a lot lot of times I just didn't feel like taking them because I personally felt like it was, you know, me me being weak if I couldn't get over depression on my own, like having to rely on medicine. I was honestly kind of scared that if I used antidepressants too much, I wouldn't be able to be happy without them. So I tried to overcome it for, well, I did overcome it after a long battle with it without using antidepressants much. But anyways, that's beyond the point. It's a serious medical condition. Um, if you know someone with depression, don't take it lightly. Don't treat it lightly. Or treat it lightly. It's serious. Make sure you let them know that you love them, that you care for them, that you're there for them to talk to, or even if they don't want to talk, if they just want somebody to sit on the couch with and watch movies in silence, or even just sit together in silence. I mean, you don't have to talk. Sometimes when you're depressed, you just want someone to be there. They don't have to just conjure up some magical remedy that will fix all your problems. You just want someone to listen, someone who to just sit there and sit with you, someone to just show that they're there for you and that they love you and that they're willing to do what you need for because they care for you. And that's kind of what I want to talk about because with depression, it's really hard to reach out to people you love. It's really hard to get the motivation to, or many times you're scared that they'll just think you're over exaggerating, that you're just being a baby, or that they won't care, or that it'll make it worse somehow when you telling them and maybe you're not getting a response you were looking for. So I just am here and I want to tell you that you should find somebody, and I guarantee that some of us may have it harder than others, but there is always somebody you can talk to, even if your parents fight or don't talk to you, or you just don't feel safe or comfortable talking with them, or maybe you don't have any siblings, maybe you don't have any friends. There are multiple people out there who can talk to you. If not a teacher, if you're in school, or you know, and I'm not saying psychiatrists. I'm talking about people online, at the very least, people in your life. You just gotta look carefully. You gotta think about who you have spent a lot of your time with and who has made the most positive impact on your life. And chances are that they will be willing to talk to you about what's going on, but you need to reach out. I implore you not to let it get to the point where depression wins the battle. Because Daniel Kyer, he made thousands, if not maybe even millions of people happy with his life. And even with all that, he still didn't get joy from anything. I mean, we don't know the exact reasons why he committed suicide. There's why he died, but you know, he did, and he was, every time I saw him on camera, be it a stream or like a video of him hanging out with somebody, he always had a smile. He always seemed like the most cheerful guy, and that's the thing. Depression doesn't have rhyme or reason. It's kind of like many of you know about Robin Williams, and I don't remember if it was confirmed that he committed suicide, but I believe that's what it was told to the public, that he did commit suicide. And he always made people smile. That was what he did. But if sometimes the happiest looking people are the saddest ones on the inside. So don't assume that just because somebody always is happy or always smiling around you that they aren't struggling with life. Everybody has their hardships, and never ever compare your hardships with someone else, and just and look down on what they're going through because you don't think it's as hard to go through as what you went through. That is the worst, the most immature thing you can do. And if you are struggling, just at the very least, if you don't think you have anybody, just message me on YouTube or send me a message to my email address. I can I'll update my YouTube info with that, so you can message me on there if you want. Just don't do the battle alone. I know it's possible to overcome it alone, but you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't feel you need to, and it's much easier and makes life much more enjoyable if you go through with someone you love and someone you care about. So, anyways, about depression a little more. A lot of people like to claim that depression is just something that weak people made up because they can't handle life. And honestly, just ignore people like that. They are probably the dumbest people you will ever meet. If somebody ever tells you that, just don't even listen to any of the words they say, because they may not be dumb, but they're definitely ignorant. And I mean, the difference between being stupid and being ignorant is that ignorant people haven't learned, whereas dumb people may know and just choose not to use the knowledge. Anyways, it is real. What you're struggling with is real. And the fact that you wake up every day and manage to keep trying is amazing. Every day is a struggle with depression. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not amazing, and don't tell yourself that you're not amazing. Even if you don't feel it, you are. Just the fact that you're still here after everything is just honestly proof enough. I mean, many times it's hard to get out of bed, but you still manage to power through it. Many times you don't feel like doing a job or going to school or doing something that's kind of monotonous that you need to do, but you still do them. And sometimes even it's hard to want to feed yourself. Sometimes you kind of just want to lay in bed and sleep all day, many times, but there's going to be days where you may do that, but the fact that you're still here proves how strong you really are. And don't think light of that, because that's an amazing feat to go through. So, I guess I'm kind of sorry that I haven't uploaded in a month, and the first thing I do is kind of grim, but I'm hoping that it reaches out to somebody, even if it's just one person. Then it'll be worth all the work I've done and all the talking and all the time it took to edit and upload. It'll be worth it. So please hang in there. As cliche as it may sound, things do eventually get better. You just need to. I guess my best advice is to just keep trying new things, because a lot of times the old things that always used to cheer you up won't anymore. So just try new things. Try things you never would have tried before. And in your sad days where you don't feel like doing anything, just try as hard as you can to do something good and important, whether it be, cleaning the house, or maybe helping somebody with some chore or some moving or something. Just try to do something beneficial for yourself or for others when you're feeling down. And that actually helped me a lot. It made me feel a lot better. Just knowing that even though I didn't feel like anything, I managed to overcome the feeling of emptiness and actually do something really productive. Even if it's as simple as grinding in a game that you're stuck on, just do something that'll make a difference down the road. Push yourself, and you will become stronger. You're already strong, but you can always get stronger. So when you feel down, if you don't take anything else from this video, just take this advice, push yourself into doing things. Force yourself to do something, even if it's monotonous, even if it's boring, like cleaning the house. Just do it, and you will feel better. I promise you. I always feel better after that, and I am one of the laziest people in general. So, thanks for watching. I hope maybe this was relaxing for some of you, and I hope this helped some of you with any doubts you had, and please feel free to message me. I can't promise I'll get back within a minute. You send it, but within a day, I will make sure to get back to you about it. So, um, thanks for sticking with me. I know I'm pretty inconsistent. Part of that is lingering symptoms of depression. I'm over the main hump of it, but every once in a while, it's kind of like when if you're an alcoholic or you smoked a lot and you don't smoke anymore, but like you see someone drinking and you smell smoke and it gives you an urge to want to do that activity again. It's kind of like that, where sometimes I'll have something really bad happen and it hits me harder than shit, and I just lose motivation. But um, I do usually push myself to do something. With me, it's been more physical things that I have to force myself to do, but I don't need to share too much details at the moment. Perhaps down the road, but um, check out Syndigo and Markiplier. I'll post a link in the description. Send them your support, send them your love, because grieving is never an easy thing to do, and even though it's been weeks, support is never a bad thing. So keep moving on, keep sticking in there, and if you feel no one else will tell you this, or you don't seek it out actively, just know that whatever you're going through, I love you as one human being to another. I care for you, and I wish the best for you. And stay healthy, guys. See you later, and hope things get better for you. If Well, I know things will get better for you, so just hang in there, guys. Sorry for the rambling.